Watch the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. Always staying.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State, and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
In over 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman Finals, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went #2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you establish really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Logan Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And Stroud now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking for Mixon this time. He's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw over the middle, taken in. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. It's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the bootleg, Stroud. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now out comes Houston. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Burrow on first down. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Mills. That's complete to Dell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We start with two legendary NFL franchises and winners of 6 of the first 14 Super Bowls, Green Bay and Pittsburgh. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Christian McCaffrey with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Rashad Bateman, a touchdown reception. The Bengals got a strong performance in that first half by Joey B. Their quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 18, hey.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Burrow will throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And they're going to have a first down here. So not huge yardage on the reverse, but enough to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. after the made field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Play action. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. Back now here on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Stroud now on 2nd down. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
8 yards pickup. 1st down, Houston.
Quick throw to Collins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. The throwing again is Stroud. Got his man, Dell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. And Chase will go in motion left. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for...
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys? Right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. Here we go.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Stroud. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. 4th down, here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11 empty. Stop.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
They absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort.